My name's Billy Robson. I live at Kilbride, County Antrim. I was very fortunate and honoured to be elected President of the Society from 2015 to 2017. Unfortunately, my predecessor, Dr. Early Logan, he only lived about 5 months of his 2-year term, and I had to assume his place for about 9 months before I was elected for President. Well, in actual fact, I showed cattle for my father, along with my brother, dairy shorthorn cattle, and I think it was 1951 or 1952, but I became a member in my own right, I think about 1974, when we started to breed the Simmental cattle, and of course we wanted to take them out to show. So it's around that period, 1974, 1975. We had just gone to the new showgrounds the year before I think I became deputy, and it was an ongoing period of development of the grounds and the society, and so many other bits of the jigsaw had to be put together, and just getting the best value out of the old showgrounds and getting the new ones going. And that was most of the time was spent in getting the new showgrounds up and running, and the Eikon building, it had been erected, you see, in the old showgrounds. It had to be moved from there to the new showgrounds, and that was a big bit of organisation. I must say, Colin MacDonald was very good at getting these things organised, and I think we had it there for either the second or maybe the third show, when it's in the pivotal point of the whole showgrounds. Of course, yes, one of the things facing us at that time was the whole Brexit situation, and while we as a society didn't get really involved in the politics, I think it was one of those things that was going to make a difference to how the society operated, and that as it's turned out, yes, we were correct to be worried, and but it hasn't maybe affected the society's operation all that much. It's had a quite uncertain effect on the whole agricultural industry. Myself and the Deputy President were showing Princess Royal, Princess Anne, round the show, and it was shortly after her first granddaughter had been born, and we were walking around the showgrounds, and I'm not sure what the stand was. It wasn't Women's Institute, but there were a lot of women on the stand, where there were just these stalls that were selling things, and one of them shouted out, "Princess Anne, here's a wee present for the baby." You know, and they just come down and present it to her, just one of those spontaneous things. And she was so easygoing that she took it, and she gave it, of course, to some of her attendants to look after. But it took her by surprise, and the rest of us too, but she reacted right to those people just in a very ordinary way. It's difficult to say what I learned about myself. I think I learned to probably control my own desires, to try and reflect more exactly what the membership wanted, and it wasn't that difficult at all. It was a very enjoyable time, I must say.